until school's open, people will try to take advantage of the beaches, but the list of beaches to go to is getting shorter tonight. Another one closing over COVID concerns. Let's go right to that beach in Whting, Indiana. Chris Tye is there to explain what's going on. Chris?
Brad, Waihala Beach here in Whting is now officially closed. As our newscast came on the air at 6 o'clock sharp, the whistles blew here, and take a look behind me. The beach that was crowded 20 minutes ago is now empty, and they do not know when folks will be invited back onto the shoreline. Want to show you why this is closing. Take a look how close the city of Chicago is, just 20 miles up the shoreline. Massive crowds because of Chicago beach closures and shrinking shorelines here in Indiana make the perfect storm for social distancing problems. The mayor of Whting decided it's time to pull the plug on this beach and the park here for a while. They'll reevaluate in a few weeks whether to allow residents only to come back, then out-of-towners after that. He says people would show up with kitchen tables and grills to set them up here, clearly against the law, and nobody was wearing masks. To give some perspective, there are 800 parking spots at the beach, and rarely a days go by this summer when they aren't all at capacity.
I think the Chicago beach is closed, and a lack of places to go in Chicago just kind of overwhelmed us.
It's insane. I mean, it's always busy, but this year, you know, with the Chicago beaches being closed, we've just had an abundance.
So this is what's happening in Whting. We are not seeing the same thing happen at the Indiana Dunes or up in Michigan City, Indiana. They have a little more space to play with. We should point out this is one of those things where every municipality has to sort of read their own tea leaves, Brad. In Evanston and in Wilmette, their beaches are also open, but they have COVID-19 restrictions as well.
Yeah, and a lot of what you've talked about, too, is just how much beach is left considering how high the water levels are. But let's go to the economics of it now, with everyone just getting hammered by economic issues from all over. What is the toll, the dollar toll this could take on a beach like that in a beach community?
Yeah, the beach community. I mean, if you're staying at an Airbnb or a VRBO around here or a hotel, maybe you think twice. So the downtown part of Whting is going to feel that pinch. The mayor said as much. And then just more directly, the parking lot here is how they draw a lot of income. That's what pays for lifeguards and landscapers and folks like that. So the city is having to make a lot of decisions. Again, they should know in about 2 weeks whether or not they're welcoming back residents. And then maybe by Labor Day, they're hoping they can invite back non-residents. We should point out for joggers and walkers who use this park in this beach, you are going to be welcome to come back, but the phrase that we hear in Chicago applies in Whting too: keep it moving.
Yeah, Chris, thank you.